Am I seeing Adira here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. I am Adira. So it was great also listening about that Hawks, like it was a different perspective. I never imagined.
Adira can introduce yourself.
Yes, I am Adira Ashokan. I am like very previous student of sir. We met like in 2015. Yes, 2015 is when we met. 14-15. And right now I'm an architect. I completed an architecture in Calicut, Kerala.
Why did you go to architects also? You should tell, Adira.
Yes, of course. He is the person who actually, like followed us, like took our hand and told us and led to the architecture world. And right now we are in the architecture world. Right
See,
now,
Adira is telling not I, we, twins.
Yes, I and my sister, we are twins. So both of us did our architecture in Calicut, and now we did our masters. So basically, right now I'm in the last month of my urban planning masters. So I'll be finishing that this week. By this weekend, everything will be done, and I'll go back to my home. Yeah. So it was great, sir, listening to you about the different things that you told about and the space and everything. Remote sensing is something that we are learning here. Remote sensing and GIS are kind of a subjects that we learn.
That is what I teach. I teach all the engineering students about remote sensing, GIS. You can listen to Dr. TPS GIS.
Oh, great. I'll do that. So, but I have a question that actually, comes back to from where we started about the communication. So, it's a personal question that I really wanted to address, an issue that I am dealing with personally, is that I feel that when I communicate with people, like at a first glance, I am kind of good at, addressing things, questioning back, and I kind of make an engaging conversation. But the thing is, that doesn't last long. For example, if you are in front of me, I will be engaging, in a great way. But once that touch goes, like once we left and you are on your way, I am on my way, then what happens is within 1 week or two, it's hard for me to, follow up. So, maybe because of like you will be busy or because of many things that I have, I am very bad at following up. You know yourself, I am very bad at that. But it's something that I'm really struggling with. So whenever this happens, I am very good at communication of the first time. But when it tends to be a longer period, a distant one, or with, I hope you're understanding where I'm getting to. But that kind of gives me some trouble to follow up to that person or ask some questions. It might come to my mind, but then I'm like, okay, will that person even remember me? Or how that some complexes, I think, that come in between. And with that, there's this distance. I'm like, oh, but it would have been really nice if that person was right in front of me. I would have just gone and asked. But this may be a technological thing. I don't know what happens, but something happens and it's kind of, interrupting me from further following up. So how can I address that?
Actually, what happens is once you miss a bus, you will not get it sometime, right? So why you should hesitate is one question, and second thing what I want to tell is I am in my old age. Probably I don't know how long I will live, right? So what I generally cherish during 2015 and all that, I was a great traveler. Every day I am in some place or other place. I keep traveling. It started from 2002. Probably 2002 onwards, yeah. But these days I am not that traveling that good. So what am I doing? I am looking at what I have done on this day, last year, before that year, before that year, before that year. And I go back to some date saying that no, I met Adira on this day and she was in the small skirt of black dress. And you had a cycle which was yellow.
Yes, kind of a pinkish yellow.
Yeah, pinkish yellow, on which I drove. And somebody took a picture. That picture also I have. I didn't send you that. That's it.
Yeah.
You understood? So I cherish my days. I believe what is my asset in life is not my bank balance. My asset in life is my relationship with the people. I keep this very strong. I just joined my brother Padmanabhan Nambiar. You can see in the blue t-shirt. We communicate very quite often. When I go home, immediately he will come and meet me in my house. We won't miss a chance. I'll tell you, he interacts with everybody who is in the camp. Everyone who knows me knows Papata. They call him as Papata. Understood? I remember some student when he was in Bangalore. Papatan was in a mall. Somebody was calling from some other floor. with loud noise, papata, papata, because you don't even have his number, no? Understood? I remember when I traveled to Align for a talk, Papatan was also with me. When we reached back in Cochin airport, a person in uniform in white dress, customs fellow was coming very close to us. I was thinking, why somebody is following us from the customs department, right? Immediately he came and shook hand with Papatan and said, yeah, you only gave me this job. He is a great sportsman. Papatan is a national referee for volleyball. You know why he is, wherever I go, most probably when I go to, I went to NIT Bhopal. I went to a hotel for a dinner. Immediately somebody asked me, are you from Kerala? I said, I am from Kerala. Where? Kannur. Do you know Papa Mash? Immediately the question is that. You know, that's a relationship. Maintaining relationship is what, if you cherish, if you don't cherish, no problem. I cherish my relationship. Understood? So if you cherish your relationship, that is what the balance of life is what? In the whole life, what is balance? Balance is only relationship, nothing else. Got it? I have a beautiful poetry, Life of Love, in which I wrote a poem called I Need Someone. Read that, it's on the net. We see, when I share something to Atira or when I meet Atira, we have got great stories to share, right? It may be small little interaction, but that is a great interaction, right? Got it?
Yes.
So keep that so that people also will keep you in mind. It's like a relationship is like a virus. When you keep it, somebody else will get it spread. And if you don't, we reflect on relationship. Relationships are always reflections. It's like a bank balance. The relationship is like a bank balance. I'll tell you, there are like Deepashree, I don't know. But I knew Nandini. Nandini referred to Deepashree and Deepashree has contacted me and then we are in. It's like when you wanted to start an account in a bank, you need always a referrer, right? They will ask you who will refer you here. So that reference is like a bank balance. My relationship is bank balance. Papatan has referred to me few people. Now when we wanted to start a discussion about one games, immediately I put all of them together, created a group. The discussion should happen there. Understood? So I am creating groups for sports, maybe science separate, mapping separate. I have a group called mapping. So all the map people related to people who are all discussing what happens in the world, mapping what is happening, GIS what development is happening. So I am learning from all the discussions, right? So I communicate. During COVID, I couldn't go back to my hometown for nearly 2-3 years. What I did was, my hometown is called Naduvil. Naduvil Hall of Fames. I created a lot of discussions in which my childhood teacher who taught me in grade 3 also was participant. Everybody cherished. They were all staying in different houses like islands. All of them communicated and saw each other, right? In the beginning, there was somebody who joined. I don't know whether Shandechi was there. Another teacher was there. I had a discussion with the Naduvil Hall of Fames about my teacher, and she was not from Naduvil, that is Papatan's Cheriyamma only. Ammai, right? Or Cheriyamma, yeah. Father's brother's wife. So what has happened was, she was mentioning I came to this place from some other place. One of my teacher who taught me during graduation heard this and then immediately connected me and said, I heard somebody, a teacher from your village is talking that that she is from my village. So I wanted to talk to her. When I connected I did not wait. What I did was immediately on conference call, I connected all and that is also recorded and posted on YouTube, you can see. What a cherishment, their childhood friends, they know each other, disconnected for 30-40 years. They were all in their 70s. They are talking as if they are college classmates. All the nicknames of their teachers were also mentioned there. What else we can give to these people in life, you tell me? So don't ever miss connecting people. I'll tell you, the richest asset in the world is connections. Not in India. If you go to America, you want a job. Job is not on merit. Job is just on connections and contacts. Without reference, nobody will take anybody. You want admission in PhD for America, immediately they will ask, give 3 references. Correct? That means you should have contact with somebody who is known. Lot of people in London, somebody wanted to go to London, immediately they will ask. And I'll tell you, IELTS was not passed, merit was fantastic. You know, one of the London University asked me, will you be able to, those days internet and communication like this was not there. Will you be able to, in writing, tell that this girl knows English so that I can give admission? The university writes and then I wrote, yes, her English is very good, give her admission. So they believe in references. They believe in relationship. For professional also, I'll tell you, nobody gets promotion just because you have done good job. If you are not able to communicate, you are not able to ask questions. When some guest comes for lecture, if you don't ask them questions, they will not even remember you. If ask questions, they will remember. Next job opportunity comes, immediately say, there was one Atira in NIT. Yeah, call her, give her this job. That's how they will do. It's always like that. You should keep communicating. No hesitation. What does happen if I will talk to somebody, they don't respond? How does it matter? It doesn't matter, right? I wrote a poetry called Misunderstood Identity or something. I was traveling in the early morning from my village to Thrissur in a train. And somebody came to me and asked, Namaste Father. He thought I am a priest in a church. I had a kurta and then tadi was little more. And then he said Namaste and then started talking to me nicely. Papata knows that was Matakutti Mashe. My own teacher who taught me in grade 3 thought that I am a priest in his church who left that and immediately I looked at him and said, I am your student, I am so and so, brother of so and so and all that. It was actually shame for him saying that no, he mistook me. What I did was, from that place until I reached Thrissur, I wrote a beautiful poetry. At the end of it, I have asked him his number and sent it to him. This is a beautiful poetry I wrote because you mistook me. I took an opportunity and wrote a poetry on that. So, but that is a guts and courage. Even if you doubt, oh, this man is somebody else, don't worry, go and speak to them. How does it matter? He may say, no, I am not that person you mistook. Okay, you mistook, so what? Finished, no. You don't have to wait for somebody to clarify, justify what is right, what is wrong, whether somebody will laugh at me. Let him laugh. How does it matter? Got it? Don't ever. I remember one of my classmates who was in MSc, I was standing in the Secunderabad railway station, came running and said, are you Dr. TPS? Yeah, I said, I am. Yeah, we studied together. I was talking to my husband and they were discussing for long. I said, why did you discuss so long? When you feel at a glance, come and speak. No. By the time, if they decide, by the time the train comes and I go, finished. No, you don't get that chance. And you know that relationship stayed for long. They were in Secunderabad, staying 6 kilometers away. We had a picnic together to Goa. We found a lot of common friends. Always, don't miss a chance. Communication should be always on. Whatever, I may not like you, you may not like me. That doesn't matter. I may scold you, you may scold me. I must have done some mistake to you. That also doesn't matter. No? Still, we are growing. Growth is open mind. Open mind. That's what is essential. Good. Nice to see Adira grown.
Thank you, sir. Lesson learned.
You are updated with your picture, but no, I'm seeing you is different. Facebook is updating. I keep tracing all my students and then see where they are, what they are doing and all that. Good.
Thank you, sir. Have a great conversation.